So there we go. TFN is over for another year. So you've probably seen the little bit at the start that I actually made at TFN. Just my little vlog. I didn't actually do as much vlog as I did last year. Last year I did loads, and I did loads of videos throughout the sort of convention and everything. This year I did a few, not as many as I was hoping to do. I'm not exactly sure why that was. I know one reason why it was absolutely packed solid. I actually tried doing video, I think it was on the last day or the first day, I can't remember which one it was, of some of the dealer tables and everything, but it was just no room to get round people. It was absolutely jam solid. I did see another video where there were like 1,300 people attended. I mean, that is crazy. I didn't think there were that many people there really, but there we go. But that's always good. Right, so anyway, as I sort of said in my first little vloggy bit back at the hotel, now then, I actually didn't do no videos for TFN because right up until the last minute almost, I actually wasn't going until obviously Jonathan texted me and said he had a spare ticket and he would like to help me go. I couldn't thank him enough really, because up until that point, like I said, I had no money. I had lots of things to pay. I had saved some money and I was planning maybe just to go for a Saturday, but in the end that was looking like it was a bit of a non-starter really, just because it's a bit hard really, because childcare and everything like that I've got to arrange, and just for a Saturday it would have been hard. And I just, financially wise, to pay for the ticket and everything like that, it was getting a bit, oh my god, it was getting a bit hectic, because obviously the 2 weeks before that I was on holiday with my family in Cornwall and everything. That was very, very expensive. And right before that, the £300 I did have saved for TFN, should I be able to go, I had to spend about £200 of that on some 2 front tyres for my car, because they were right on the legal limit, and I thought, as soon as we were driving all those many hundreds of miles around Cornwall, I ain't going to be driving without decent tyres, so I had to spend that, and then by then I had to spend the other remaining money, spending money when we was away on holiday, to make sure my son enjoyed himself, and that left me with virtually nothing. And then we got the roof fixed and everything, so I've got the money for that, but I had to make sure I had the money saved for that. So yeah, eventually the money I did use for TFN, I've had to use part of that money, but for the money I earn at work, I've got to replace that, so that leaves me short for a few weeks, but I'm used to doing that. So, and at the end of the day I do enjoy it, and as long as I've got the money, I don't go mental like I used to. If I can't replace the money, then I would have got, simple as that really, or I wouldn't have spent as much anyway. Right, yes, so again, a big thank you to Jonathan, and especially for Jonathan and his girlfriend Rebecca for putting up with me for the weekend. We did get to spend some great time, and he's a great guy as well. Yeah, brilliant. Right, so all the people I met, I've made a quick list here. It's really badly handwritten, of all the people that I did meet. Apologies if I missed someone out. I've racked my brain to try and get as many people in as I remembered. So we are going to start, we're going to come to you last. We're going to start with Zort Rider and Soundwave SG1. I didn't actually get to see the panel. I was actually a bit gutted because I was trying to get there for like about 12:30. Lots of mishaps on the way, mainly traffic, and a diabolical stop to try and get petrol before we actually left. It meant I didn't actually get there till 1:30, and by the time I checked in and found Jonathan, it was virtually over, so I didn't see the point in going in for the last 5 minutes virtually. And I was also a bit gutted. I didn't really get a lot of time to speak to Zort Rider, not as much as I did last year anyway, so I was a bit gutted about that. But I did get to spend a tiny bit of time. I mean, that's the main thing, isn't it? And this, again with Soundwave SG1, Tony, so about 2 quicker lows, I think, and but it was just so busy, and you just don't get a chance. You don't realise how quick that weekend goes. Who's the next on my list? We've got Damien. I'm so glad I met you, Shiro King Dino. Because it's been 2 years since I met you, and you are one of the people, the liveliest people that I know at one of those conventions, and I'm glad you showed me those Zoids, because I've got to get one now. I have to get one. That red horn just looks incredible, and that's what was it, Julius the Ogre, I saw that, 350 quid. God, I want that, but I just cannot spend that money, but it looks, it looks nuts. Yeah, what am I Zort Rider and Sounder of SG1, that panel, I watched a bit of it on one that Zort Rider uploaded. I got 2 votes. How does that work? Anyway, so yeah, it's David. So glad to meet you, mate. You do always make a great convention. Let's have a look, so who else we got here? We have got Rodimus Minor and Tyrannotron. Tyrannotron? Oh, I can't bloody pronounce the word. You guys make some of the best videos. I don't know if you're going to be watching this, but you guys make some of the best videos that I do watch, because it's just your energy and just you, just being you. That's what I watch. I like watching people on YouTube who've just got personality. Now, I ain't got no personality, I don't think so anyway. But guys like you have personality. You know, SMN #1, personality by the bag loads. Zort Rider, personality. Sound Over SG1, personality by the bag loads. Everybody, Hot Rodney Prime, TFR Wilderness. Everyone's got their own personality, and that's what I like. And those guys just make some of the best videos. Yeah, absolutely. I'm so glad I met them. I met them by, I can't remember which, I think it was Kapow Toys. And they had the 2 massivest bags I've ever seen filled with toys. I can't wait to see their haul video, because that is going to be mental. And then we've got Hot Rodney Prime. I'm glad I actually messed with your toy at the bar. Can't remember his name, but I remember the little guy because he's called Major Arsehole. So I went and bought one. I'll come back to that in a minute, but I had to. So anyway, yeah, so it was a pleasure meeting you. Again, didn't get really a lot of chance to speak to you a lot, but there we go. We got Ryan Astley. Spent probably more time with him probably almost than anyone apart from Jonathan, actually, because I think we was in the queues together to get things signed, and some of those queues lasted about 20 minutes, half an hour, so you know, so that was good. And it was such a good chat. We had some really good talks and all that. It's amazing how much you had in common, like about, you know, like family and whatever. So anyway, so I'm trying to get through this as quick as possible. I don't want this to be a bit one of those boring bloody things. Anyway, so we got Natalie and 6 Shot Changer. That's some great talk to you. I didn't really get a chance to talk to you, 6 Shot Changer, but Natalie, I certainly did, and brilliant. See, these are the people that makes your convention. When you see all these people, you just go down to the bar. You're bound to see someone you know, and everyone is so friendly, and you just start chatting. Because see, me, I'm full of anxieties and nervousness, and most people, like, I'll come to someone else in it. Most of the time I come out and talk to people, I think, my God, I was just talking fucking gibberish. So I don't know, God knows what some people think of me sometimes, but it's just because sometimes I just freeze up. I try and like be witty, and believe me, it don't come out like that. So you know, but don't feel bad at me. It's just because I'm just full of anxieties and shyness. See, I fight through it most of the time. It's me fighting through it. That's what it is, and that's when that. Anyway, you've had enough of that. So yes, where did I get to? So, and then we got Jack. Met you on the Friday, and I think you was there with your dad, and your dad come over to me and asked me, and I met you, and it was a pleasure to meet you. You're only 14, and great lad. And you can't go wrong having the same name as my son. So you know, so obviously, you know, top marks there as well. And you was there on a Saturday and sat at your table, and you showed me all your artwork and everything. And like I said at the time, if you've got talent, don't waste it, mate. Do your best. That's all anyone can ever ask. So we got TFR Wilderness. Always a pleasure to meet you. I enjoy just talking with you about the toys you buy and everything like that, because you remind me of when I had the money to just spend like that. I wish I could do it again. But like I said as well, don't let people put you down for how much you want to spend. You got the money, you enjoy it. That's the main thing, isn't it? And we got Bisto Yeti. Bisto Yeti. I never get a chance to talk to you too much either, but Jesus Christ, you're a top bloke. And I need that jet fight. I didn't actually see one there actually. Yeah, that jet fight you had. I think it was the Iron Faction one. That looks a nice figure. I'm gonna have to try and pick one of those up if I see one cheap, or Mech fans do like a weird fucking knockoff of it or whatever. So yes. Here we go. Ben's Collectibles. Ben, I only really got to see you on the Saturday. You was very busy on your stall there, but I did manage to shake you around on Sunday at least. That was something. I wanted to buy some bits off you, and I was looking at that weird Megatron that you got. You know, the weird bloody remote control one that transforms. That looked cool. That looked cool. I wanted to get that, but I just couldn't afford the 40 quid, unfortunately. But it looked smart. I would love to have come in, like, 'cause that's right up my street. All them sort of weird quirky things. I'd love to combine with that. We've got, oh god, I can never pronounce your blooming channel name. Astronus Nexus. Yes, absolutely great to meet you. We had a great chat during the Stan Bush concert, and what can you say about the Stan Bush concert, just on a side note? Brilliant, brilliant. I know nearly 95% of the people there, apart from Chris Evans, everybody was only really waiting for 2 songs, really, and I did feel a bit bad for Stan Bush, really, because everyone really just waiting for 2 songs. But it was still brilliant. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it, and it was actually great. So hat off to TFN there for getting him there. Yeah, some of the other guests though, not that bothered about this year, really, as I'll come to in a minute. Yeah, so Astronus Nexus, great chat. You're a great guy as well. I was really, what was it, enjoying the chat with you there. Just really, really good. I just, so next year we got to talk more. Absolutely great guy. And then we got on the way into, I think it was the ClubCon, I met Matt. He was from America. He was there with his father. They've been doing like a Normandy sort of like trek. I think he said it was his great uncle or something like that. He was on the D-Day landing, he made it all the way to Berlin and everything. And again, that's when I usually think I'm just talking gibberish, because I'm trying to talk to people and sometimes my shyness just overtakes and my brain just freezes up and I never know exactly what to say sometimes, and I just come out with gibberish. But it was great meeting. It's like all the people that I just met, brilliant. You know, because you do get people that come up to you, then you don't know, because obviously they just watch you on YouTube, and sometimes when they comment, obviously it's just see the comment, you don't see what they look like, so you never really know what these people look like, and so it's nicer than when they do come up to you and they talk to you. It's always good. Right, so anyway, we're going on for long enough, so let's get more through these people. So we got Roddy Wave, Johnny, the dwarf porn star. Didn't get a chance to talk to you much, but it was so good to see him, because I haven't seen you since 2009. So hopefully if I can make it again next year, and you did say on your video you were going next year, so I'll see you then. Right, so then we got obviously Wolfgang. I didn't even know you were there. I saw you there just after the concert, and I got to speak to you for about a minute. But again, maybe next year, who knows. And again, I didn't know George Allergy was there. I didn't actually see him there this year, but like you said, you saw him, so he was obviously there somewhere. Let's have a look what else we got. We've got Nosy. Managed to shake your hand. That was about it, because like I say, everyone, just here, there and everywhere. We've got Brad again. I didn't get a chance to, I wanted to speak to you more, because I enjoyed our chat last year and I wanted to say hello and everything. We got one chance to shake hands and thing, and I thought I was going to be there longer on the Sunday, but I actually left at 10:30 in the morning, and by then most people probably weren't even up or over their hangover, so I didn't really get a chance, unfortunately. Yeah, same with SMN number 1. I can never say that, Smith's number. And Emily. I did see Emily at the thing, and she told she paid 250 quid for a night racer. I remember the days, I could do that. I would have done that a long time ago, but these days I ain't got the money. Because that is one of the sort of bot contours I've always wanted. Because I've got the one they did the year after, the GT breakdown. But I just wanted that for a night racer. Well, it might have been the GT bot one they did first. Breakdown they did first. Then it was the night racer the year after. Yeah. So my hat goes off to you there, getting that one. Very jealous on that. And then we got, let's have a look. We've got Vigadef from Wopshop. I got to speak to Ben Wopshop. He did give me his postcard. I'll come to that in a minute. And I did get the, what is it? The, I can't figure. I'll come to it in a minute. Their little fanzine off Vigadef the day after, which was handy because I didn't get to see Ben again. So I'm glad I got that, because I really liked the issue that I got previous years. So I was glad to pick that up. And that was it, really. There was a few other little people, not little people, but you know, people that I did say hello to. So yeah, so hopefully I've mentioned everybody, and if you come up and said hello to me, a big thank you, because you know, at the end of the day, what am I, just somebody posts videos on bloody YouTube, and so it's always nice to have people watch your videos at the end of the day. And mind you, I don't care how many views I get. If it's 1, I don't care, you know, then I'll make a video. That's the point, isn't it? Right, so anyway, so enough of me guffing on about stuff. Right, so let's get on to some stuff that I actually bought. Right, so we're going to start with signatures and other little gubbins. Right, so we're going to start here. Again with Ryan Astley, I queued up for Nick Roche. and I got him to sign my fanzine that I had from all the way back in 1996, which he did do the front cover here and the interior artwork. And it was nice. He's such a nice bloke to talk to. And he spent about 5, almost 10 minutes. I felt sorry for the people behind me in the queue, because he did spend about at least 5 to 10 minutes just looking through these old fanzines. I did have another one. He did notice he had drawn that one. He didn't sign that one though, but just some great old Nick Roche artwork there. Yeah, so I got him to sign those, and he's having great fun going through those. Then what else did we get signed? We got this. I got this signed by Mike Collins. I've got my X-Men 266. I had this a long time ago. There was a little bit much of a story behind it, but I used to collect X-Men. I didn't read it. I just had them because I needed 5 titles from the comic shop that I used to just have a pre-order with, really. And it was one of the ones that was just the 5th title, just so I could pre-order stuff, really. And I got them. I wasn't really bothered then. One day I just thought I'll get rid of them now, just chuck them all away. And I thought, oh no, I've got a price guide here. I'll just check, and found out it was the first appearance of Gambit on one of them. So it was worth 50 quid. So I kept that. And we got 1 or 2 others, and I got him to sign that one as well, because he did do the interior artwork on that one. So that's those bits there. Then it comes to some other bits. Here we go. So I've got my little name tag thing. I found a way of getting these off actually without damaging them, which was a job in itself, but there we go. And of course now we've got a little Stan Bush one. I had to cut that one off though, because that's like one of the ones you get from when you go into hospital. So put that there, and I've got my Megatron's Fight for Power Ladybird book, signed by Mike Collins. It would have been cool if he'd done a cover, but maybe the cover is that laminate thing, probably wouldn't have stuck to it. But that one had a special place in my heart for Megatron's Fight for Power, because I think I don't know if it was the first one I got, but I certainly remember it more because my mum got me that after I'd been to the dentist, which I hated the dentist, so it was nice for her to get me that. I'm just going to shove that back in there and I'll lose all these bits. I also got the TFNATION book. I managed to get this on the Sunday because I didn't know you had to pre-order it, and yeah, and on Saturday I was a bit too late going to the desk to get it. They said I'd have some more on the Sunday. They had 8 copies on the Sunday, and there was a big queue, but luckily I was second in the queue to get one, so I managed to get one for 6 quid, which I was chuffed about. I'm going to read that because why not, you know. And then we got Watch Shots and Vigor Death's little fanzine, and this looks really good because you know what, it speaks to me because it's all about G2. You cannot go wrong with G2, and I managed to get that off Ben. I'm so pleased to get that, because that was one of the other reasons why I wanted to go to TFN, just to get this, because it's like a brawl montage, or whatever you want to call it. Love that. So this goes there, and then I got this off Toy Foo, which is their little fanzine, the little book of Master Force. And then I got the TFNATION book. I read some bits out of it. I haven't read it all, don't usually, to be fair. And I did get my Stan Bush ticket signed by Stan Bush there. Right, so we're going to shift all that out over there. Then we're going to come to, I've got my Transformers the Movie steel case edition. This is just a normal, not Blu-ray. But I've got Stan Bush to sign there. As you can see, I've got this signed by Hal Rail as well last year. I want to get more G1 people, but there wasn't hardly anyone G1 here this year. And then I've got Stan Bush to sign my Blu-ray right on the cover there. So we're going to do a little thing with that as well. And then I've got Stan Bush to sign my CD. I've had this CD, I don't know, I've got this from Kingston. God, what, 20 years ago? When CDs first come out, in fact, or CDs were overtaken from records anyway, it was all around then. Yeah, I got it in Kingston. I was just idly looking, I was bored. My brother was in the shop looking for records, and he was looking, records, and so I thought, you know what, I'll have a look, see if they got it, and they had that, and I couldn't believe it. I bought it straight then. It's like a tenner or something like that, or 5 quid, I can't remember. We've got that. Could not find my LP from 1986. I'm absolutely fucking devastated about that. Then I got these from JohnBoy30 on Instagram, who, I can't remember when it was now, it was a while ago. He sent me a broadside, and he said somewhere he had these are the little jets, or the aerial bots that go with it. And I saw him at TFN, and I wanted to save you until now. Again, it was great meeting you, because again, you never get a chance to say thank you to all the people that do things like that for you. So it was nice meeting you there, and just say thank you, and thanks for those, because they will go with that broadside now. So thank you again. Right, so over there. Right, so then we have picked these up from where I bought my things. A couple of sort of G2 stickers. They can go over there, so they're handy. Now look, I got these off Kapow Toys, which was handy. I think they were in like, I think Jonathan said they were doing like a goodie bag, so like if you bought stuff. Didn't even know they were in the bag, but I got actually. I got an Ultra Magnus, like a pewter statue-y thing. And then I got this, which is one of those collector coins things. This one is for Megatronia. So if I ever get the Megatronia set, this will go with that, which is handy. And then I've got this, which is the Unite Warriors Grand Galvatron coin, which is handy because I do have that one, but I didn't have the coin for it. So that will go with that now, which is kind of cool. So that was handy. Got that free from Kapow Toys. Can't grumble at that really. Right, so is that all of the stuff? Yes, right, so let's get on to actual toys. Now then, there were two toys that I got pre-TFNATION because at the time I thought I wasn't going to TFNATION. Now, one of them was the Hot Soldiers, Hearts of Steel Bumblebee, whatever you want to call him. Thought I was going to like it. I don't actually like it that much. It's a figure that also I was going to give to my son, but he's a bit too flimsy. And my son's only 5, so he'd break it straight away. And he hates Transformers, so I don't think he's going to want it. But it was my sort of plan to get him, because he loves trains, you see. So it's a plan to get him to go and see the Bumblebee film in December, whenever it comes out. So I bought that. A little bit disappointed with that. But I did get this as well, which I had to get. This is the Black Mamba knockoff. Is it Masterpiece movie Masterpiece Barricade? And do you know what? I really like it. I haven't transformed it yet because I just haven't had the time. But I love Barricade, so he's pretty cool, and I plan to do a video on this guy as and when I can. So they were the first sort of two bits. Yeah, that cost me 30 quid off eBay actually. Right, so the first few bits. Right, so then where should we start? We shall start what I bought for Jonathan now, because Jonathan texted me he was selling loads of bits. So for 50 quid I got Beast Hunters Optimus Prime, because I wanted that. We got, I don't think he's the Beast Hunters version, but I know he's Transformers Prime Ultra Magnus. I wanted that. What else did we get? We got this guy. Now I don't know who he is, but I know he's a Beast Hunters Transformers Prime figure. But I love the look of him, and I wanted it. You know what I mean? I can't remember. Maybe it's Bulkhead. I'm not totally sure. But either way, he looked pretty cool. I should have done my research and found out who he was for this video, really. But there we go. He also got me a exosuit. Sorry, the one bags. Exosuit. Spike or Daniel, whatever you want to call him, and the quality on that is really good, so that's good. I needed one of those. And then we've got two other toys. We've got Interrogator Barricade from, I think it was Revenge of the Fallen, and we've got an Age of Extinction Bumblebee, which I wanted because I'm sort of into collecting movie toys. I did have a look for some movie toys while I was there. I couldn't see any really that I didn't have already, really. I found one, but I'll come to it in a moment. So again, off Jonathan, we've got, I think it's the Age of Extinction Drift and Crosshairs, because I do have the Last Night version, but I did want this one just because I like it. And I've got a weird oversized knockoff version of that and knockoff version of that. So I just wanted the regular versions, so that's good. And then I got, well, he got me this one, which I believe is Top Spin. This is the deluxe version. And then I did buy this off. Where did I buy this one off? Do you know what? Can't remember. It might have been in demand. I can't remember. Bought it off someone. Yeah, so all of those toys there, apart from this one here, cost me 50 quid, which ain't too bad really, because you're only looking at what, about 7 or 8 quid a figure, which ain't too bad. So they were very good. I'm pleased I got those, because now I've done this video I can actually look at the things. Right, so let's have a look. Oh yeah, also got this. Comes out again actually. Right, so the first purchase that I made, I don't know where he's gone. I've got another one around here somewhere, but he's decided to do a runner. Where's he gone? One second. Right, I did find him. He was on the floor over there by my bed because he fallen down earlier and I forgot to pick it up. So I got these. These are the three main things I wanted to get. These are the Wave 3 Prime Masters, because I'm chance to find these in the shops over here very probably unlikely. So I made a beeline for those. In the end, everywhere seemed to have plenty of them, even on the Sunday. So, you know, I didn't really needed to worry too much. It's just that last year couldn't get a bloody shuffler, saved my life, still can't get one. Yeah, so I'm glad I've got those through. They cost me 21 quid. I wouldn't have paid no more. If they'd have been £8 each, nah, I'd have left it. So anyway, so I've got those, which I was pleased about. Right, then after that, yes, thanks to you, Gary Churn, I decided to get this. This was 3 quid off Toy Fu. Brilliant guy. I had a nice chat with him as well. Absolutely, yes. So thanks for that. Yeah, so I got him. I don't know if I'm going to open him now. I was going to open him, but now for 3 quid, I might just leave him in the box as a memento, really. But he looks kind of cool, so I haven't decided yet. Let's see what I do with him. Right, so that's him. Then what did I get next? Oh, pardon me. Right, the other figure that I really wanted was this. This is a Studio Series Brawl. I did watch Jonathan with his on the Saturday dinner time, trying to transform his. The instructions weren't giving him no help at all, so he had to watch a video on YouTube about it. Yeah, I think I'll probably do the same, to be honest, when I come to opening mine. But I wanted this guy because I love Brawl, I love the Combaticons, so I had to get him. And there's another version of that I've seen. Then what we got next, we're going to show off this. Now, I went and started. Yeah, I decided to get the whatever they are, Terracons, because yeah, I just wasn't going to bother. I was going to wait to see if Takara did like a box set or something. But in the end, I thought, well, I would get them, but then I completely lost my mind, really, and didn't stick to what was in my head. So I bought Hunger 35 quid, even though I said I wouldn't at 35 quid, because I think I started to panic that I wouldn't see it ever again. And then I thought, well, I won't get all the Terracons because I can't afford them. Yeah, so but in the end I got Cutthroat. I probably should have got Blot because I could see no blots. I was going to buy one more on the Sunday and I couldn't see nothing. I was going to get one of them. In the end I didn't bother, I just stuck with those 2, so I'm just continually looking to see if I can see them, because I didn't like some of the prices. I wanted to get a Blackwing. I wasn't going to pay 20 quid because some of the prices there it's not like previous years. They all seem to be sticking to a high price and not budging at all, even though on their website they're cheaper. You could just, to be honest, what I should have done is just, when I was there, see the price there and say, no, go on their website. And I could have bought Predaking for the same price, but I could have got all the deluxe figures for like 2 quid cheaper. And you could do that on a few sites. And then I would have got free postage. Yeah, I wouldn't have had them right away, but a bit bizarre that one. Especially on Sunday. No one puts their prices down on Sunday anymore, apart from a few odd things. Yeah, so I'm getting a bit cheesed off with that, to be honest. So, you know, if you go in there with a game plan like that, you could probably save yourself a bit of money. Like if that's the game. See, some of them, like I say, I paid over the odds for that, 20 quid. But you know, it's nice buying it. You can say you spent your extra money because you got it at TFN, and I can justify that sometimes. But I couldn't buy all the figures. I couldn't buy all of them. If all of them had been like a reasonable price, like £18, like it's on the website, I probably would have bought them. But putting them up 2 quid, no. I know they can say, well, you know, they got to charge a bit more because it's a big venue, and well, they can or whatever. But sometimes it puts people off sometimes. So anyway, so I also got on the Sunday now. I don't know. Yeah, so I've got Blast Off. Now I wanted Blast Off because there is a reason why I wanted Blast Off. I do have the Unite Warriors ones, but I want this guy. So when I'm going to use the original Blast Off that came with the Combaticons, you know, the weird jet. He is going to go with my Starscream Power the Primes ones from the combined one with Dreadwind, Darkwing whenever I get in, and I want to get someone else as well, another Decepticon one, but let's try and find one. And then I've got Studio Series Thundercracker because I do like the mould and I just like it. That head sculpt, I don't know if you can get zoom in on that, but it looks really alien-esque. It just looks damn fine. And then the last 2 sort of purchases that I've got. I saw this, Kapow were doing it for 65 quid, and I could not say no to a Mega Master, the Weijang oversized Masterpiece Megatron. I couldn't say no. So that was my second biggest purchase, and of course I had to get this. I was umming and ahhing, I didn't buy it straight away. In the end I caved in, and I got Power of the Primes Predaking for 150. It'll probably go down. You'll probably be able to find it cheaper at some point. But what I was worried about is that last year with Triptychon, everywhere they had they actually sold out at TFN last year of Triptychons, but a lot of places had them after, and some places started knocking them down. And I mean knocking them down because they went down to £100 in a lot of shops, but then I think it was in Smith's I saw it go down to 80 and then 50, and then a bargain price, if you could have found one, it was 20 quid for a Triptychon. You know, so I was worried that people had learned the lessons of that and not ordered as many. So I was worried that maybe I wouldn't get it. So I got it. And that concludes my haul really for this year. Now, I like to think that nearly all of these. Oh no, there was one more. There was one more. I wanted something else. I almost forgot. So yes. So off Toy Food on a Sunday, I saw this and I wanted it. This isn't Robots in Disguise Steel Jaw. I've been after this for ages. 5 quid. I've been after it absolutely ages now. I'd heard it was a load of rubbish, but it's actually really good and it looks good. So I don't know why people are complaining about it. I really like it, so that was good. But also off Toy Food, I got this, which was my Generation 1 purchase, my only Generation 1 purchase, because you just don't find stuff these days, and the stuff they did have I couldn't afford. But this was £25 Power Flash. He's missing one missile, and which I did find out later, is that the mechanism for the suit is actually broken, which isn't good, but I'll figure out a way to prevent that. Just going to take a little bit of thought. The figure has got a bit of playware, arms are loose but I can tighten them up, and a few other bits I can sort of clean up a little bit. But for 25 quid, because these guys will cost you, well, I saw one on eBay for like 90. Who knows what the condition was, but it was all the bits there. But I can live without one missile. I can just hunt around for one, you know, and I might see one sooner or later. Yeah, so that concludes all the toys, but there is one more because I almost forgot it. I can't believe I almost forgot it. So I wanted to say it earlier, but I wanted to give it a special mention. Now then, Rudy. He was giving away his artwork on Friday when I saw him. And here's another top bloke. Do you know what? He's a really great guy. Great to talk to. And look at this artwork he was doing. I actually got, who did I get? I've got Reflector, I've got RC, I've got Cyclonus, oh god, all four on the floor. I've got Scrap Heap, or Junkyard, whatever you want to call him. And these are some great artwork from here. And I've got an Ultra, actually no, I've got the Killing Jar, I've got the funny coloured people, and I've got a DevCon as well, which is cool. And that is some great artwork. See, I can't draw at all, to be honest, so I can appreciate it when people can draw. And not only that, I actually went around and I saw in the, oh actually on you, because I watched his video, that he was displaying it, and he said he was going to give this to me once it was out of the display cabinets. This is his sort of custom 5 Faces of Darkness Soundwave, where it's all rusted up and everything like that. And now this is going to go on display in a very special spot. I'll find a great spot for that. I think it's absolutely great. I love the paintwork on it, and it does look rusty and fucked up and everything. And you just, I was just lost for words when he said he was going to give that to me, because I thought he'd want to keep this, because this is a work of art. I really do think it is. So anyway, so that is going to go, it's not going to be just put away in a box or nothing like that. This is going to go on display forevermore. It will go somewhere, and I'll find it somewhere for it, because when someone does something like that for you, you appreciate it, and I do appreciate things. So once again, Rudy, thank you very much. Again, that is going to go on display. Yes, so that concludes my TFN 2018. Am I going next year? Yes, I do plan to go. I'm going to try and save up money this time so I can get the tickets and try and book the week off and everything like that again. And then all I've got to hope for is that I can get a babysitter to look after my son, so at least I can go. Yeah, I'm trying to get some money together. I haven't got too much to pay out for, like, you know, the roof to pay out for and things like that. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be going next year. Right, this has gone on way too far. Yeah, so I don't know what we'll do about it. It might be a very long video. If it's a long video, it's a long video, unfortunately. Anyway, right, so this has been Graham with Collector 75. Once again, thank you, Jonathan, for allowing me to go, or making it possible for me to go to TFN this year. And again, all the people I met, everyone I mentioned, everyone I didn't mention, because believe me, everyone there makes the convention for everybody, and that is the point. It is such a fun place, even with all the other conventions going on at the same time. It was absolutely jammed. So that's what I was going to say about as well. When you go into that, sometimes I think they need more room in there now, because when you go into that dealer room, it was chocker. You could not move. And I thought last year was bad. This year was even worse. You could not get, especially on the Saturday morning when the rush was on, you could not get there. And you know, like Jonathan was after a Dinobot and he had no chance to get one because we were just a little bit away in the queue. Jesus. Anyway, this has been Graham, Collector 75. I shall see you all next time with another video. I've got plenty now to do some videos on. I'm going to try and do videos on these in the coming weeks at some point. Anyway, right, I shall see you all next time. Bye for now.